Imagine a world where the deadliest killers never had to bite, scratch, or even touch you. No claws, no teeth, no chase. Just a slow, invisible death creeping toward you from a distance. Because some of Earth's most terrifying creatures didn't fight like lions or sharks. They didn't need to. Their weapons were far more sinister, deadly toxins, invisible venom, waves of electricity, and even clouds of poison gas. And the scariest part, many of these creatures still exist today. So sit tight, because we're about to meet the monsters that could kill you without ever laying a finger on you. From ancient oceans teeming with strange alien-like beasts, to modern jungles and deserts hiding silent killers, Earth has always been home to creatures that mastered one thing: distance. Millions of years ago, in the Paleozoic seas, some of the earliest organisms discovered ways to paralyze prey without contact. And today, evolution has refined those tactics into horrifying precision. This story spans across time and continents, from prehistoric oceans to modern rainforests, proving that the scariest predators always need brute force. Sometimes, their best weapon is staying away, while you die slowly. In the turquoise shallows of Australia lurks a creature that looks harmless, almost delicate like a drifting plastic bag. But don't be fooled. The box jellyfish is one of the deadliest animals alive. Its tentacles, stretching up to 10 feet long, are covered in nematocysts, microscopic harpoons, loaded with venom strong enough to cause cardiac arrest within minutes. Here's the terrifying part. You don't even have to see it. The jellyfish is nearly transparent, invisible in the water. One accidental brush, and you'll feel like your skin is on fire, while your nervous system begins to shut down. Some victims don't even make it to shore. The ocean claims them in silence, and yet, this creature doesn't hunt humans. It drifts, it waits, and we swim right into its arms. Deep in the rainforests of Colombia lives a frog no bigger than a paperclip. It glows a brilliant golden yellow, almost beautiful. But it's not a warning, it's a death sentence. The golden poison dart frog carries enough toxin in its skin to kill 10 grown men. And here's the kicker. You don't have to touch the frog. Just handling objects it brushed against or inhaling particles from its toxins can be fatal. Indigenous tribes once used these frogs to coat the tips of blow darts. A single scratch from one of those darts could bring down monkeys, birds, even humans. Think about it. The frog doesn't need to fight. It doesn't need to run. It just exists. And everything else learns to stay away. Now picture this. You're rewinding through a muddy Amazon river when suddenly the water around you comes alive with electricity. The electric eel can unleash shocks of up to 600 volts. 5 times the power of a standard US wall socket. Enough to stun a horse, enough to stop your heart if you're unlucky. And the eel doesn't even have to touch you directly. Its electric field radiates through water, striking anything nearby. Some reports describe fishermen collapsing in shallow water, drowning because they couldn't move their muscles after a shock. Not eaten, not bitten, just fried alive. And to make matters worse, the eel can fire multiple shocks in quick succession. Like a living taser. Not every killer slithers, swims, or crawls. Some grow silently from the earth. The death-cap mushroom looks deceptively edible, smooth, greenish-white, and almost inviting. But bite into one, and you won't feel much at first. Hours later, the toxin amatoxin begins to destroy your liver and kidneys. No antidote, no cure. Here's the cruel twist. The mushroom doesn't care if you eat it. It doesn't even want to kill you. It just does. And throughout history, this silent assassin has been responsible for more mushroom-related deaths than any other species on Earth. Imagine something so harmless-looking could wipe out a royal feast in the span of a day. Let's rewind millions of years. Long before sharks, before whales, before humans, tiny creatures called dinoflagellates ruled the seas. These microscopic organisms were capable of creating toxic red tides, blooms of poison that could wipe out entire ecosystems. Fish floated to the surface, paralyzed. Shellfish absorbed the toxins, turning deadly to anything that ate them. Now imagine being a prehistoric human encountering a glowing red ocean at night. The water looked magical, shimmering with bioluminescence. But what you didn't know was that a single gulp could end your life. Even today, red tides kill marine life across the world and poison unlucky beachgoers. Proof that even the smallest creatures can wield godlike power. You might think the Komodo Dragon, Earth's largest living lizard, kills with brute force, but the truth is far darker. Its saliva is a toxic soup of bacteria and venom proteins. One bite is enough to send prey limping away in pain. But here's the creepy part. The dragon doesn't need to chase. It simply follows its victim at a slow walk, waiting as the infection or venom slowly kills them over days. It doesn't fight like a predator. It waits like death itself. A living reminder that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are patient ones. While we fear lions, sharks, or crocodiles, the reality is this: the deadliest killers around us are often invisible. Mosquitoes, carrying malaria and dengue, kill over 700,000 people every year, and they do it without teeth, claws, or even venom. Just a small bite, and a microscopic passenger does the rest. It's not always the biggest beast in the jungle that kills you. Sometimes it's the smallest, from jellyfish that electrify the oceans to frogs that poison with a single touch. Earth has always been home to creatures that mastered the art of killing without contact. They remind us of something humbling brute: strength isn't the only path to survival. Sometimes, the deadliest weapons are the ones you'll never see coming. And here's the twist: many of these creatures are still alive today. The ocean still hides jellyfish. The rainforest still shelters poison frogs. The forests still grow deadly mushrooms. So maybe, just maybe, the scariest monsters aren't the ones in Hollywood movies. They're the ones waiting quietly, in the real world, right beside us. Because the truth is, the deadliest creatures don't need to touch you at all.